We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Minshew sets to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Here we go. 10 logo. 55. I know he ain't got it.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
23 yards, the final tally. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Herbert going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Check 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. from the shotgun. It's Mariota. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Minshew. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Josh Oliver. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Push him back.
It'll be Minshew again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a big...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Down. 10 logo. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Get that one. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 50, Mike 50. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Herbert, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The frustration is because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch.
He knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
We own it. Door. Switch it, come on, switch it.
They run the counter. Taylor.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's third down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Ready?
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Leo. Go. Dude.
On 4th down, Herbert. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Josh Allen. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Minshew. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Haywood!
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 50.
2nd and 2. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's both.
I smell fear in that offense.
Lead grip.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Hey, check 24.
From the gun, Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he finds McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Sam on.
And the blitz does come. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here we go, 90, Wolf. Hey, team 6, team 6.
44 is mine. Check. So we got man. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
He's time to me. He's time to us.
Hey, wahoo. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert is going to float this one deep. He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boswell good with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
He may try and run for this. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Hey, Delta.
He's back to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Boswell for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Pittsburgh, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm